What do you remember about learning to write?
I remember like a few things. I remember that in preschool and elementary school, we would like have like these booklets where we would like practice like writing each letter like multiple times and stuff like that. And then once you like progress through, then you would like start to write sentences and stuff like that. But that's really about it. Anything else kind of just came along as like you got older, really.
What is your current attitude toward writing?
I like writing. I feel like it's a good like way to escape like the world if you really just kind of wanted to like do your own thing. I used to write a lot, and it's just kind of like you kind of like something just pops in your head, and then you're like, oh, I just kind of want to write it down. So you just kind of go down and just kind of keep writing. But I think it's a really good way to kind of express how you feel.
What specific kind of writing do you enjoy, and which ones do you not enjoy?
I kind of like writing just what comes to my mind. Like I'll be just kind of doing something like I'll just be doing like anything really, and then if something like kind of pops in my head, I'll be like, oh, okay, I really want to write about this. So then I just kind of like keep it in mind until I get home, and then I just kind of start writing about it. So kind of anything that's in my mind, or fiction, because I really like just kind of be creative with anything you really want to do. And I also kind of enjoy writing research papers, just because there's just infinite amount of things you can kind of put in there of all like your sources and stuff like that, and I feel like it just makes the paper a lot easier to write. And then if you're actually interested in writing it, then it actually becomes quite fun, like looking for those sources and doing the research.
What specific goals do you have as a writer now?
I wouldn't really say I have any goals, just because I don't write a lot, only for, at least anymore, only when I'm required to like write a paper or something like that. So I think any goal I have when writing a paper is just to have it be like a good sound paper that'd be like fun to read for like with the reader, I guess, and that something that actually like makes sense.
How did you learn to read?
I wouldn't really say I could remember how I learned to read. I lived in Denmark when I was little, so I first learned to read in Danish. So it was a little bit different because we got 3 more vowels in our alphabet than the English one. So it's kind of weird, like the pronunciation and stuff like that of different words. But when I moved here, when you already have a kind of a grasp of reading, it's kind of easier to just like learn how to read in another language. And so it just kind of like I worked with teachers like after school and stuff like that to help me read. Other than that, it just kind of came as I like was in like the U.S. more.
What were some of your favorite books, subjects, and stories, and why?
I don't really have any favorite books of when I was younger, pretty much, just because I don't think I enjoyed reading as much as I did when younger. But kind of in high school, I enjoyed some like there's like short fiction books. I really like to read fiction books like Forged by Fire and like stuff like that because it's just a really good book. And yeah. All right, good to go.